Yo guys, it is Captain Philip here and welcome to the 4th episode of the Friday Night Debate. Today we'll be debating a very highly controversial topic, and it is about Granit Xhaka. Should he be stripped of the captaincy from Arsenal? I'm joined by an Arsenal fan today to talk about it. I'm going to come straight to you. So you think that Granit Xhaka should be stripped of the captaincy? Why do you think that?
Good evening, everyone. I think that Granit Xhaka should probably, because it doesn't seem like the fans would be quite happy enough with him if he were to continue to have the captaincy.
Yeah.
And that's just because of the way he reacted. It's not that I agree with the Arsenal fans booing him. I thought that was quite disgraceful. But it's just his initial reaction afterwards. He takes off the captain's armband, throws it on the floor, and then he starts trudging off slowly. Arsenal fans then start booing him, and then he starts egging on the crowd and then telling the crowd to fuck.
Yeah, it was out of order what he did, but can you blame him?
There's in one sense you say you can't blame him because of the way a minority of Arsenal fans have been abusing him and his family on social media, but there are groups that support him as well. And the fact that he told everyone in that stadium to fuck off, it just seems like, I don't know, I just think it's a bit out of order.
Yeah, well, to be fair though, I remember in the Europa League final when Mesut Ozil was trudging off the pitch pretty slowly, he didn't seem to get quite the same level of booing that Granit Xhaka got. So do you think that it's fair for the fans to pick on Xhaka? Or is it fair for the fans to go to a ground, watch their team play, and then boo a single player off the pitch?
Yeah, but the difference between Xhaka and Ozil is, in my opinion, Xhaka has a much higher temperament than Ozil, and got provoked on against Crystal Palace, and that's why hence he reacted like that.
Yeah, for me, I think the fans were obviously out of order, as you say. I think it was a tactical substitution. Like, he'd not played dreadfully, but the fans were giving him this ironic cheer, booing him off the pitch. And after all the abuses on social media about his, as you say, about his family, about I hope your kids get cancer and all that kind of stuff, it's out of order. And in his apology, he said he reached boiling point, and that's what happened. And for me, I can't blame him. I can't blame him for his response. I think it's the fans are out of order, and I think a lot of people would have done a similar thing. He obviously we'll get onto the apology. He did apologise. Is it him trying to get a sympathy vote? Do you think his apology?
I think it's a good way of trying to appeal to the fans, because, as you know, they've all been saying, why isn't Xhaka apologising? But in my opinion, reading that apology, I just don't think I think he's saying it because the club have told him to apologise.
Yeah. He did take a long time to apologise, but a lot of people close to him said that he's been down for days. Like they said, he's barely left the house. It shows for me. I think that shows that he clearly cares. He clearly does care about what he's done to the fans. He clearly regrets his actions, and for me, that's not enough to strip him of the captaincy.
I don't doubt. Obviously, any player, for me, when they pull on that shirt and go out onto that pitch, every single one of them should go out there and give 100% for the name on the front of the shirt.
Do you not feel he does that?
Yeah, I think he does give 100% effort, but he's just not a very good footballer. And that's why the fans have turned on him, because he's inconsistent. It's like one game he might be pulling in midfield, but then other times he might have a rash moment and he might do a 2-foot tackle in the box or lose the ball.
But if we look at the game on Wednesday night, between Liverpool and Arsenal, it was a 5-5 game. There were plenty of players on the pitch that were pretty dreadful, in my opinion. And I'm thinking, as a Liverpool fan, if I see the guy that played right back, I think he had an atrocious game, and he gets substituted off the pitch, I'm not going to sit there and boo him because he's not a good footballer. You're saying that Xhaka's given 100% effort, but he's not a good footballer. Does that deserve being booed off the pitch?
Here's a different thing. Xhaka plays week in, week out. He has a lot of playing experience, and that right back who you're talking about, How many games has he played before for Liverpool? Has he just been called up from the under-23s or something?
I think that might even be his first senior appearance. But it's not just him. There's other players. Let's say Naby Keita. He had a woeful performance and he was substituted off. It might have been for an injury, but I can't see us booing off the pitch even though he's given full effort because he's not, for me, he's not a very good footballer.
Does Naby Keita make these errors and does he play badly every single week?
I mean, he doesn't play every single week, to be fair. But when he does play, for me, he gives the ball away a lot. He's not showing much creativity. I don't think he's a very good footballer. I think he's a bit of a flop. But I'm not going to sit there and boo him off the pitch if he gets substituted off.
Yeah, but as I said, the thing about XHAKA is that Emery's shown a lot of trust in him. Arsenal fans might not like it, but he is one of the first names on the team sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, and he makes mistakes. He keeps making mistakes, and it's not just him; it's other players as well.
So, you think he should be? So do you think he should be dropped from the team just because he's not a good footballer, regardless of his actions on throwing the shit on the floor? You think he should be dropped on the team?
Now you're putting words in my mouth. I think he should be dropped, yes, but not because he's a bad footballer, but it's because of what's happened.
So you think he should be dropped
in that game
for what's happened?
As you said, let me finish. As you said, he has been depressed. He hasn't left the house, and I'm saying as conference that he needs time to recover mentally. He needs time. He shouldn't be thrown right back in against Wolves at the weekend, and that's why he's not being in the squad. Like in Emery's press conference, he mentioned that XHAKA is not going to play against Wolves. That's because of his mental. That's because mentally he's not ready, and he'll probably take a number of weeks to get back into the team.
So you say he should be dropped from the team for his mental state.
Yeah, go on.
Do you think that it should be as a punishment as well? Like, is it more just to sort out his mental state, or do you think he should be punished by being dropped from the team? Would that be a fair punishment?
Like I said, I think I should, just purely because of the mental side of the game. I think you all need to remember that footballers are also human, and they also have their own emotions.
Yeah.
But XHAKA, I think he should be dropped just because of the mental side of it, and not based on his fault. Personally, I don't think he had a very bad game against Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
I think he was okay, but as you said earlier, that it was a tactical decision, and the fans were wrong to boo him off the pitch like that, to jeer him at the start. I mean.
Yeah.
And I just think he should just take a number of weeks to recover.
I remember when Emery dropped Ozil. Now, Emery's had a lot of criticism from dropping Ozil because clearly there's something going on behind the scenes with him. He's clearly fallen out of favour with the manager, and Emery's getting a lot of criticism for not playing Ozil when he clearly should be playing, as shown by his performance on Wednesday night. Do you think that if he did drop XHAKA for a number of weeks, we'd get into a similar position where people will be calling for XHAKA to come back? People will be saying that Emery's just making decisions for personal reasons and not based on who the best footballers are.
I think it depends on how the team will react without XHAKA, if I'm honest. Let's say he plays Torreira and Guendouzi, the two holding midfielders, and Ozil is a number 10, and that's his preferred midfield, or something like that. Yeah. And let's say they go on a nice, not winning streak, but let's say they start playing well.
Yeah.
And then when XHAKA is ready to come back, I don't think Emery would try and integrate him back into the team if they're playing well. Because if they're playing well, I don't see why they should start changing around the midfield.
Final question: if they do strip XHAKA from the captaincy, what other leaders are really in the squad that could replace him?
I think the best leader for Arsenal, if they were to replace him, two options: either Aubameyang would be one, and the other for me is Hector Bellerin. Personally, I think Hector should get it over Aubameyang. After the penalty shootout, they're all trying to walk up, and Bellerin pulled them back out onto the pitch, and he was applauding the fans for coming. So
I remember XHAKA doing a similar thing,
I
actually.
think Bellerin, the most natural leader in that team.
Do you think he's strong enough to step into the place of XHAKA?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I don't think XHAKA should have been named captain in the first place, if I'm honest, because I don't know. He's just. I know he captained Switzerland and everything, but like we saw on against Crystal Palace, the way he reacted, captains wouldn't do that. Lots of players get criticism, and I think as a captain or any footballer, they need to just take it on the chin sometimes.
Yeah.
They don't always need to react in a negative way to the fans.
Yeah, well, interesting debate. That's what's coming on. Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot of comments in the comment section. It's a pretty controversial issue. Should it be stripped? So we'll have to wait and see what happens with it. But yeah, that's going on. Please leave a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. But until then, adios.